Let me tell you something.
Canelo remains king.
We're going to talk about it.
Very good effort by Jaime Munguia in this fight. He certainly came to win in the way that.
Okay, so let me tell you something. The skill experience showed up. Jaime Munguia dropped the round number 3. Where's that round number 4? Dominated. The only round I gave him is round number 1. And that's, you know how that goes in boxing. That can go any type of way. Fighters are just feeling each other out. Canelo was great. You can't take that away from him. He took the best of what Jaime Munguia had to offer and neutralized it. Took the best punches, best of his game plan. And Jaime did seem to have a game plan. It looked at the very first few rounds, he was fighting very poised, very controlled, not overcommitting, not staying in the pocket. And then as soon as he got dropped from an uppercut, why? It's because he got caught staying in the pocket. And ever since then, the fight was completely different. It was almost like Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat. Excuse me if I'm bringing up old-ass references. Like where Canelo took his soul with that uppercut. I'm TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360. Shout out to Oscar De La Hoya for adding some buzz to this fight week, because let me tell you something. This card, you got to be, okay, all right, Canelo, the man, you're paying for Canelo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. It's 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, May the 5th, 2024. To all my Mexican brothers and sisters, if you don't know, obviously you don't see my face, but yes, that's me down at the bottom left, right of the screen. I am full-blooded Chicano, half black, half Irish, and half full-blooded Chicano, if you don't know. So we're going to go out and celebrate. But right now, I got to be honest, this pay-per-view did not do it for me. You know, no, don't let that highlight fool you. Oh, by the way, this is where he got dropped. And the fight was completely different after that. It was a whole different fight after that. No real major highlights outside of, well, Canelo left hook, straight right, left hook to the body right there, as you can see. And he just kept Munguia humble. He just kept him humble. I'm wondering if this is one of those type of wins or losses for Munguia that's going to make him better. Maybe kind of like when Floyd beat Canelo, but right now I just don't know. By the way, follow me on Twitter at TstreeT Controversy. I got some clips and highlights here. Before we listen to the cards, by the way, look at the crowd. Majority of them were outside drinking, didn't even watch the Mario Barrios fight. We're going to talk about the full card, though. Also, remember, there's going to be a video after this under my live section on the channel where we're going to be actually going talking about everything in full detail. And now, the way he beat Jaime Munguia makes the thought of the Berlanga fight even worse. I don't want to see that.
Action, we go
Listen
to
in.
the judges' scorecards. Judge Tim Cheatham sees the contest 117 to 110. Judge David Sutherland sees it 116 to 111. And Judge Steve Weisfeld sees it 115 to 112. For your winner by unanimous decision, and still the WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo Alvarez still the king at 168 pounds. Y sigue siendo el rey. Todd Grisham.
Indeed, he is still the king and the face of boxing. Let's hear what he has to say.
All right, Mauro, thank you very much. Canelo, this was a huge, huge fight to all the folks back home. What does it mean to you to have won this?
Oh, it means a lot. I'm glad I give Jaime this opportunity. He's a great guy, great champion. He's gonna continue doing good. So, and I feel very proud to pull these kind of fights here in Vegas. All around is watching us, the Mexicans. And
we're here, Canelo.
I feel proud about represent Mexico. Viva Mexico, cabrones!
Bien, Mexico! Cabrones.
A little slow at first, but you figured him out about the third or fourth round. Tell us about the knockdown and if you thought the fight was going to end there.
Yeah, you know, I take my time. That's why I have a lot of experience, yeah? Jaime Munguia is a great fighter. He's strong, he's smart. But you know, I take my time. I have 12 rounds to win the fight, and I did. I did really good, and I feel proud about it.
Were you certain that you were going to be able to counter-punch so effectively?
Yeah, you know, he's strong, but he's a little slow. I can see every punch. Sometimes he got me because I get so confident. But you know, like I say, that's why I have this kind of experience, because that's why I'm the best. That's why I'm the best, right?
You feel you're the best Mexican fighter ever?
Huh?
Best Mexican fighter ever?
No, I don't consider myself the best fighter ever. I think when I retire in my numbers, it's gonna say where the position I am. But I respect all the Mexican fighters in the past and the press, and I feel proud about it. I just doing my thing. And
when you say the best, so when you say the best, you mean the best fighting right now?
Right now, I'm the best fighter right now, for sure.
Can't take it away from him.
Well, we're not even going to let you get a little ice because everybody wants to know what's next. And David Benavidez is the person that everybody across this country and across the world would like to see you fight. You said earlier this week you're willing. What are your thoughts now?
I don't know right now. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna enjoy my family.
My team.
But you know, if the money is right, I made that call. If the money is right, I can fight right now. I don't give a shit.
So it's only a matter of money?
Yeah. You know, at this point, everybody is asking for everything, right? When I fought with Lara, Trow, Miguel Angel Cotto, Mayweather, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, everybody, they say I'm not gonna fight them, and I fought all of them. So
I agree.
Right now, I can ask whatever I want, and I can do whatever I want. And I'm Mexican.
Go ahead and tell your folks in Spanish. Go ahead.
Yeah. Antes todos decían que no quiere pelear con Trout, que no quiere pelear con Cotto, que no quiere pelear con Golovkin, con Mayweather, con Billy Joe, con Callum Smith, con Caleb Plant. And I fought all, y peleé con todos ellos. Y siempre hacen y preguntan por una pelea. Ahorita estoy en la posición de hacer lo que yo quiera y de pedir lo que yo quiera. Y si les gusta, bueno. Y si no, también. ¿Y qué creen? Soy mexicano. ¡Que viva México!
¡Que viva México!
Gracias. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Please translate that for us.
Are we going to listen to Jaime?
Yes, I fought everybody. Cotto. I fought Golovkin, Mayweather, everybody.
I say the same thing I said before.
Plans everything.
I said the same thing he said before. Okay.
Good.
Congratulations, Canelo. Thank you. Let's bring Jerry. Please translate. Sure.
I couldn't stand that translator since HBO. I can't stand him.
Came out strong.
He always fucking up.
It seemed like you were pretty good tracked and you were gaining some confidence. What happened?
Con confianza parecía.
Bien, la verdad que me sentí bien, creo que pues intenté, creo que gané los primeros rounds, me lastimó el brazo, es un peleador con muchísima experiencia, entonces pues la verdad me ganó bien, pero pues me dolió mi primera derrota, la verdad.
I came out well, however, but I think at the beginning I was winning some of those rounds. It was going well. I let my hands go, but he's a fighter with a lot of experience, obviously.
Canelo said
he beat me. Unfortunately, he beat me. Canelo definitely hurts. The loss hurts.
Canelo says you have a big future. You think if you were fighting anybody other than him tonight, you would have won?
Es un gran futuro. Si hubieras peleado contra cualquier otro, lo hubieras ganado esta noche.
Sí, así es, la verdad que te digo, yo me sentí muy bien, la verdad te digo, es un peleador con bastante experiencia, empecé muy bien los rounds, pero después de ahí pues me empezó a ganar los rounds.
Yes, it's no doubt I would have. I felt very well but again, he's a fighter with lots of experience. I started well, but yes, obviously, had the problems.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, Moro.
the fight went like a lot of people expected for it to go, that Jaime Munguia was going to be dominated, which he was. I mean, he put up a spirited performance. He didn't just like kind of quit. You know, he did put on a way better performance than Jermell Charlo. But right now, Canelo does make sense because a lot of people didn't think he was going to fight Lara. He fought Lara. The Golovkin fight, he bullshitted around a long time for that first Golovkin fight, though. Let's not forget the bullshit he did where he was fighting at 160, went back down to 154, where he had to get butt-ass naked on the scale just to go up to fight Chavez Jr. at 164.5 after saying he was too small for the division. But that was a whole saga right there. But I have more faith than ever now that the Benavidez fight is going to come. Why? Is because I feel that performance by Jaime Munguia did not help Edgar Berlanga's cause, because it's going to look worse. Maybe listen, I am not a fan of Edgar Berlanga. He's a cannibal. And for those longtime viewers or listeners of the channel, you know how I feel about cannibals, vampires. I don't like them. Just don't like them. There's no place in this world for them. David Benavidez is not invincible. Yes, he's gotten better over the years. Also 27 years old, like Jaime Munguia. Some may consider him a weight bully. He's fighting Oleksandr Gvozdyk. They had a press conference earlier today. I'm going to be covering that press conference tomorrow. He's fighting Gvozdyk for the WBC interim at 175 to be the mandatory for Bivol versus Bertabiev. But Bertabiev got hurt. He's supposed to fight on June the 1st, so he's not returning until September. But the point is, he's moving up to 175, but will go down to 170-68 for Canelo. And by the way, he is the WBC 168-pound champion, interim champion, and lost his belt twice. One because of weight and one because of cocaine. So he could have had his chance at Canelo. Now, do I feel that Canelo may he wouldn't put it on Munguia, but I have some doubts that Canelo would fight Benavidez without putting any clauses on him, because he's already made mentions of his weight. And Canelo's a smart businessman too. He knows and he knew that during fight week, he was going to be getting a whole lot of questions about David Benavidez. So if you would have asked him a month or two or so ago, he would have turned his nose up like, I got to fight him, weight bully. But now he knows he couldn't bring that shit in the fight week. So he's leaving the door open. But here's the thing. I think it can happen. Because if you really look at it, okay, he wants to return in September or so. Who is he going to fight that can really move the needle? Nobody's asking for Edgar Berlanga. Now, supposedly, it's supposed to be in the mix. But what are we getting out of that? Nothing. I mean, Puerto Rico, okay, all right. But let's think about it, right? 22-0, 17 KOs, 26 years old. Him, Jaime Munguia, and David Benavidez all in the same age. Canelo's only 33 years old, by the way. Seems like he's been around forever. But all in the same. Padraig McCrory, no, ill. Jason Quigley, no, ill. Alexis Agulo, no, ill. Steve Rose, no, ill. Which one of these did he bite again? Coseres, I believe he bit him. Who did he bite? I think it was Angulo. Top Rank released him. It's just not there. It's just not there. And the only selling point is what? Because he's Puerto Rican? The fight's not going to do well. He can't, how are they going to sell this? I can see if Jaime put on like a better performance and people are like, oh, yeah, you know what? Maybe Berlanga. But, people wasn't really clamoring for the Munguia fight except, some of us Mexicans. But I wasn't like, I want to see David Benavidez. It's like he is the second best in the 168-pound division. Third, I'm going to give it to David Morrell. Now, we're not talking about skill. Let's just leave it there. Then Mbali. And then after that, as you can see, it starts to become a dip off with the top guys like Diego Pacheco. Caleb Plant's still out there lingering around, but he ain't getting no rematch. I don't see that. Andre fight, that's done. So there's also the possibility of a wild card. Who would the wild card be for Canelo? You think he would revisit Bivol, make him come down? If they can't get that Artur Beterbiev fight going, remember Beterbiev is injured. You know who? Ain't nobody really up at 175. I don't see him going up there to fight no Beterbiev if he returns. Buatsi, I don't see that. And at 160, the Jamal Charlo fight, because of his brother, by the way, looks like they're not going to do the Jamal Charlo fight because Jamal Charlo has such a piss-poor performance. So once again, who would it be? Chris Eubank Jr.? I highly doubt it. It looks like it's got to be Benavidez, and I got to be honest, I think that Benavidez can do it. I'm not saying he could beat Canelo. I think he can put on a better performance than Jaime Munguia. I do think that. By the way, here's this weird stat that I found, as I was sitting there looking at the resume. Did you know 9 of Canelo's last 10 opponents that he defeated, that he beat, either retired, got injured, or went on a long layoff, or lost their next fight? For example, let's go look at the resume. Jamal Charlo, remember, this was last September. He ain't coming back no time soon. Layoff, long layoff. John Ryder retired. Golovkin hasn't been seen since. He's supposed to be retiring, but that was back in 2022. Bivol beat him. Obviously can't count him. Caleb Plant went on a long layoff, then returned for a year. Billy Joe Saunders, haven't seen him since. Got his face broken, injured, and on a layoff. Avner Yonarim went on to lose his very next fight. By the way, as you can see after Canelo, Callum Smith got his arm beat up by Canelo. Remember that. And then also went on a layoff for nearly a year. Sergey Kovalev, well, as you know, woman beater. That was confirmed. Went on a year plus layoff, actually. 3-year layoff, near 3-year layoff. Vodka Belly. The only one that, Rocky Felding went on a layoff. The only one really was Danny Jacobs. He lost to Canelo and then was right back out there in December. Julio Cesar Chavez and then get right back out there. So I just thought that was a weird stat. So now it's going to happen to Jaime. Another thing is, Golden Boy, if Ryan Garcia gets suspended and Jaime Munguia goes on a layoff, they're going to have to put all their eggs in the basket against Virgil Ortiz. And Virgil Ortiz is in a tough test August the 3rd against Tim Tszyu. So Golden Boy is in a rough place right now. So let's go take a gander at social media to see if anything popped up. The next video after this is going to be a live stream where we're going to be going over the post-fight press conference, and hopefully it'll be something we could talk about from that. But take a time out, please. Like the video, subscribe. We're going to be here every single weekend for the month of May and June, covering every single major fight. So we are back full time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at TstreeT Controversy. The link is literally right there in the description box of this video. Here's my Twitter right here. It's been pretty popping the last couple of days. It's been lit. So here we are. Oh, I didn't show you. Boom. There we are. That's me. So let's go see what's going on. I forgot that Berlanga is the WBA mandatory since David Morrell moved up. And Bali is the IBF. And is he? No, he's not the IBF. Is he? Is he the IBF? William Skoll, I gotta look him up. And Benavidez is the WBC. By the way, what about the Crawford fight? I still would like to see that. Unfortunately, it can't happen in September, maybe next May or in December if Canelo decides to fight. But it seems as though Canelo doesn't want that either, because he's saying that if I beat him, y'all going to say he was too small. And then, of course, if he loses, they're going to say you got beat up by a smaller guy, a 135-pounder. But that's a super fight. That's a super fight right there. Those are the two super fights available for Canelo, is Terrence Crawford and David Benavidez. And don't be surprised if Errol Spence also gets shoehorned in there as well. But as far as Munguia is concerned, well, what's next for him? He can go try to collect the belt at 168 because right now he's going to have to go into rebuilding, I guess. You know, get some wins, build up the confidence, and go from there. But with that being said, I'm going to do a live stream after this. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to TstreeT Controversy with 5U360.